I am a quitter, and this is my notebook. What's up, you guys? Thanks for coming to hang out today. So, this is my quitter's notebook. Well, this is actually a moterm cover that contains my quitter's notebook. So, in 2025, spring of 2025, I believe it was the end of April or start of May, I quit my phone and social media. So I've gotten a lot of questions since then. I am going to answer those in this video, and we're going to take a look through my new 2026 Quitter's Notebook. Okay, so I went back and forth trying to decide if I wanted to go with the same one again, which unfortunately, RIP, it was lost to a Dr. Pepper spill when the Gremlins Midnight Meals came out at Jack in the Box. We didn't even get the prize. We just got a Dr. Pepper spill all down my bag and all over my notebook. So I got a new one. I was considering continuing in that one because there were still some empty pages in the back, but got a new one for 2026, and I decided to go with the Pen and Gear $2 Walmart notebook once again. As you can see, I decorated the cover. I love me some stickers and decorative. I went for a Dragon Tamer Hobbit theme on the cover of this one, represents my children, and I just love it so dang much. And I love the colors because fall is just forever in my heart. So super affordable notebook so that I don't feel too terrible when I inevitably lose it to a Dr. Pepper spill. Okay, so why do I have this notebook? I quit my phone in 2025 for the most part. And by quit my phone, I mean I quit Googling things, I quit scrolling things, I quit showing up on social media. I deleted all of those apps. I say all of them. I had Facebook, not even a personal Facebook. I had a Facebook Hangouts group for this channel, and I had Instagram. I also stopped checking Pinterest for recipes and for inspiration for books that I just needed to actually sit down and write. So I'm a published author, and I spend entirely too much time just collecting inspiration for characters and world building instead of actually just writing the books. During that time period in my life last spring, when I quit my phone, I grabbed a Walmart notebook exactly like this one because I said that this was going to be like my dumping ground or my transition place for when I felt like reaching for my phone and scrolling or checking Pinterest or social media. I would pick up the notebook instead. Turned out I didn't really need to do that because I was already so ready to be done with my phone. I was sick of it. I was tired of the alarmist headlines. I know many of them are very real and very serious, but there's also just a ridiculous amount of alarmist scare stuff out there, and it was not good for my health and my anxiety, and it wasn't good for my creativity as well, and probably most of all. So when I got this notebook, I decorated the inside cover much like I did for this one for 2026. Yes, I did rip out my I'm still mad about the Library of Alexandria sticker from the previous notebook and put it in this one because I'm gonna stay mad, y'all. Decorated the inside cover, wrote some things in there, and like I said, I fully intended to just grab the notebook every time I felt like reaching for my phone, and it didn't happen very often. Here's what I did with my phone instead, you guys. I turned up the volume and I put it in the kitchen, and it lives like a real phone, like a landline, basically, except for when it makes a sound, I get to know who's on the other end of the notification, which is like the one good thing that modern technology has to offer. So with this one for 2026, I am going to take the best parts of the 2025 notebook, what I found most useful to me, and I'm going to use this one for those things. So I love stickers. I am a planner. Gotta have the decorative on the inside cover. I will probably add to this throughout the year, but for now, this is what we're going with. The first 2 pages in here are the ones that I find most useful or need regularly. I've got a reminder for road trips. My family and I are going to be taking a lot of road trips in 2026, mainly because we are looking to move. We are looking for a new location that is a significant amount of hours away from where we currently live, so it does require like full-on road trips, and these are my little reminders of what to make sure are in our bags. The other page is our thrift and yard sale wish list. These are just things that my family and I, mostly me, are hoping to find at thrift stores and yard sales in 2026. My husband and I like to go on thrift dates like once or twice a month. So I'm going to have a running wish list of things that I'm hoping to find. So let's pause right here on these 2 pages and talk about why I find this so much better than using my phone. In the past, for my road trip checklist, it was a checklist in my notes app on my phone, and I clicked many times to remove them by accident, and they just disappeared. Now, obviously, this is a small list and mostly easy to remember, but still, I don't like disappearing things on my phone, and I don't like relying on my phone for things like this. Also, write it once, and I can just leave it and reference it. For the Find It, so many screenshots, you guys, so many screenshots, so many texts with my husband. Like, he'll think of a movie or a book or an author that he's looking for, and he'll text it to me, and it just gets lost, and we're having to search and scroll to try to find what was that one thing that we talked about, what was that one movie cover that we're looking for. It's just so much easier to have it in a notebook that lives in my bag. Now, you can leave all of your reasons in the comments for why still having a phone is so much better. That's cool. I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I'm not gonna go back to, like, you can't convince me to go back to a phone at this point. It's just not gonna happen. But you know, you do you. I imagine if you're here on this video, though, you're looking for tips and inspiration. As far as actually quitting my phone, here's the one question that I got most: how to do it. How do you quit your phone and trade it in for a notebook instead? And I wish, you guys, I so wish that I had the perfect tip and trick to get this done. But I was at a point where I was already super fed up and so very done with my phone that it was really easy for me to transition into this. There were a few times where I was like immersed in like reading a book or something like that where I would reach for my phone, but for the most part, it was really easy to knock it off. But maybe, hopefully, you will get some ideas and inspiration here to finally quit your phone. Maybe get excited about the notebook. Like I did the decorative, I did the little stickers here, I have some highlighters. Like maybe really get stoked on the new little notebook and the decorative element of it and get ramped up about it. Like make it a whole thing to quit your phone. I guess the one thing that I did for quitting my phone was ask myself, why am I here for this? Why am I showing up for this? The one thing I guess that really clicked for me was when I was on Instagram and a candy salad. Do y'all remember when those were a big deal on social media, getting a bunch of gummies and putting them all in one giant bowl together? Yeah, a candy salad came up in my recommended on Instagram, and this person who made the candy salad was squeezing some sort of sauce over the top of it, and I was like, what is that? As a former recovering candy addict, I had to know what the sauce was and if I needed it in my life. So I went to the comments, as you dare not do. I went to the comments to find out what the sauce was, and there was so much hate and anger and nastiness directed at the person who created the candy salad, directed at the people in the comments who, like me, were also wondering what the sauce was and how dare they not know, and they are such an idiot for not knowing. Like, what? How is this a thing? Like, only on social media, only on the internet does something like this happen. And so I stopped and I was like, why am I here for this? Why do I keep showing up to this place? If this were an actual place in my community where people talk to each other like this, would I walk to that place every day? Would I show up? Absolutely not. So that was where it all started, like, to, I guess, trickle for me. Of course, there were other like major news and political balonies that I had no interest in seeing anymore. It all got to be very, very much. So I had an easy time walking away from all of it. Does that mean I don't care about what's going on in the world and the headlines? Absolutely not. But our human capacity for feeling all of those things and taking it all in, we weren't built for that. We're not meant for that. And I just walked away. So I'll keep answering your questions as we continue on. We've stayed on these pages long enough. I left a blank page to continue on with the thrift and yard sale wish list because of course we're going to want more things. Of course we're going to remember that book, that author, that movie as it comes up. So I left a blank page for that. This notebook, again, it's like has no rhyme or reason. It's just to replace my phone. It's just to be a purse notebook. It doesn't have a whole lot of rhyme or reason, so I can continue a new page in the back if we have more of a wish list. I wrote down the Scooby-Doo movies that we already own so that when we go on the hunt for them, there's more. I need to finish filling this out. We own like twice as much, but so that when we do go on the hunt for Scooby-Doo movies at thrift stores and yard sales, we're not purchasing ones that we already own. So the other question that I get asked a lot about quitting social media and quitting my phone is, do I feel like I'm missing out on anything? And the answer is absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have this motto maybe, or this like life recipe, if you will, that if it were my business, I'd know already. So I worked in medicine before leaving to homeschool my children and to be a stay-at-home mama and create content like this for you guys. That came much later. But I worked in medicine. I worked in healthcare in a doctor's office. And I guess maybe this is for like any office setting. But if you've worked with nurses and doctors and the back end of a medical facility, there's a lot of gossip, and I didn't care for it. I was not interested in participating in it. I just wanted to get the job done and go home. So I had this motto that if someone tried to involve me in office gossip, that if it were my business, I'd know already. And meaning, if I was supposed to hear about this person's personal life, I would have gotten the phone call or I would have gotten the text because it personally involves me. If it's that important for them to have my involvement, I'd already know about it. Otherwise, it is just gossip. And that's how I feel about social media. I've never been like a celebrity person. I don't care about their gossip. And yeah, Facebook just sort of devolved. I quit Facebook like close to 10 years ago as far as personal Facebook accounts go. I just left the group for this channel, unfortunately, because Facebook is just not a place that I want to have a presence on. It had nothing to do with the incredible people who showed up in the group to hang out. Facebook is just not a place that gets my support any longer, basically. So if anything, I'm not missing out and I'm gaining so much more. I already wasn't on social media and on my phone very much, but I feel even more present in my own life, in my children's life, and I feel my brain healing. I've also quit sugar for 2026. I'm going to go the entirety of the year quitting. So I'm hoping that will heal my brain and my memory even more. So no, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And also, somebody, I cannot remember who it was, maybe it was Chris Pratt. I think it was Chris Pratt in an interview for the Electric State movie was talking about phones, and he said he feels like that one day we're going to look back on this the same way that we do now about smoking cigarettes, especially smoking cigarettes around babies or in hospital rooms. And I kind of feel that way as well. Like, what are we doing to our minds by being on here so much? But also, if we get to the end of our life, let's say we get to the end of our lives and, we have that roll the footage, roll that beautiful bean footage. And there's thousands of hours spent just scrolling, reading headlines that weren't even the truth. Yeah, I feel like that's something that we all need to reckon with. By the way, this is not a guilt trip for being on your phone. Not at all, because I was there. I was on my phone. I had to sit with that thought for a little while. How will we look back at time spent on phones? And again, there's also the benefit side to it. And there are a lot of people who need to be on their phones for self-promotion and their businesses and things like that. I totally get it. I quit for the time wasting aspect of it. And I fully support people showing up on Instagram or TikTok or wherever to support themselves, especially creatives. I'm a huge supporter of creatives, obviously. Authors who self-promote and they're indie authors. I fully get that and I fully support that. I think that's amazing. And I may be back there one day myself as a self-published author or a traditionally published author or someone who's got some sort of business to share. In that capacity, I feel like it's fantastic. As far as just scrolling, it's not for me. The next page is vacation favorites. Again, when we go on these road trips, it's not really vacation. We just try to make it feel like a vacation. Otherwise, it's a huge chore to constantly be driving 9 hours away to look at property. So these are our favorites. Then I have 2 pages dedicated to how I edit my videos. I haven't finished filling that out just yet, but those are for when I make the longer videos with like music and clips and things like that. I forget how to do that a lot of the time. I also left just a few blank pages for these more permanent, more necessary to check in on types of lists. I'm sure there will be many more of them. And then we go into the meal plans and the grocery lists and the random pages where I'm just going to be scratching things out and checking things off. Again, I feel like the paper grocery list is so much better than the one on my phone. I would accidentally thumb 2 things at once and click things off of my grocery list without realizing it and then get home and be missing things. Actually scratching things out on paper is so much better. I am more efficient and I get the things. I didn't get the lettuce because it didn't look good, you guys. I'm not going to buy brown lettuce, but I didn't miss it. So meal plan, I'm just writing down ideas for meal plans in here. I transfer it from just the scratchy notebook into my planner and onto our family's wall calendar. The many more pages in this notebook will be dedicated to lists like this, more important permanent lists, quotes, song lyrics, things that my kids want to learn more about. We're going to get books from the library or figure out a way to learn about it rather than Googling something really quick. Something that I feel like I would have wanted to share on social media, I'm going to make notes of that and find a more meaningful way to share those things with other people, or share them here in my content for people. Oh, you guys, I just realized this is a spoiler for my members. So on Sunday, a grocery shop with me video is going to go up. Hang out with me, a meal plan, a grocery shop for my members. If you're interested in something like that, you can click join underneath this video and you can come hang out with us and the members. I am going to be sharing more vlogs and more personal life stuff there. We can even go over more things to do for quitting your phone and getting off of social media over there. If you're a member and you're interested in that, definitely let me know. I'll probably put bits of ephemera or whatever, stickers, labels, receipts, anything like that. The last one that I had, the one for 2025, sort of ended up being like a little junk journal scrapbook situation, and I loved it. Then the very back, not quite the very back, but close to the very back, I have a running list already of things. I haven't written in it yet, but I do have some things that need to go in here. Things that my husband and our kiddos mention that they would like to have. So when Advent, Christmas time, birthdays, anniversary, that sort of thing rolls around, I can just check the list and have a gift ready to rock. Then in the very, very back here, I just have little page flags. These are just in case I want to mark something in this notebook, a special spot that I'm going to be referencing, an important list that I'm going to be referencing. One other thing that I want to get in here is stuff to learn if I'm sitting and waiting anywhere. So I had Morse code pasted to the back of the 2025 notebook. I'm probably going to do that again. I'm probably going to put maybe some ASL or some other things in here that just if I'm sitting anywhere, if my husband has run into the hardware store or something like that, I usually have a book with me, but fun little things like that to learn, I'm going to put in here. Again, it's great for the brain and just another good thing about being away from social media. So super cheap, super basic, affordable little notebook, but the last one made a huge difference to me, you guys. Let me know if quitting your phone and getting off of social media is one of your goals for 2026. Let me know down in the comments if you have any more questions about this. I'm sure I forgot something, but let me know if you have any questions and I would be happy to answer them and catch up with you in the comments. Keep an eye out for this notebook. I'm going to share updates and flip throughs here on the channel throughout the year, let you know some progress. I'm going to try to avoid headlines even further and consumerism them even further. So as I learn more, I will be sharing with you guys as well. But that's all for this one. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you in my next one. Tell your dog I said hi. Bye, guys.